What's up guys, nothingwire.com. Now GTA San Andreas was launched last week for Android and I have the Galaxy Note 3 right here, and then 3 weeks before that for iOS. Now I have my iPad here. I'm gonna show you the gameplay on both the Android as well as on the iOS platform, and I'm gonna show you the difference in that, if any. Now first thing, I'm on the startup screen and you have almost the same layout of buttons. You have the start game. I've been playing this, so you have your resume as well, and then your various settings, and then you have an additional exit game option on the Android but not on the iOS. You need to press the home key, send it to background, and then swipe it up to exit the program. Now let's go ahead and check out the controls. They are again pretty much the same. You can redefine your controls right here, and you have your touch layout adapted or classic, then your how would you like to control your cars or the movements, then you have accelerometer and some other stuffs. Yeah, pretty much the same in here. Apart from that, you also have your gameplay, traffic. You can also have it light or heavy, and almost the same thing in Android right there. Then you have your display setup, and amazingly the Android looks as sharp as that on the iOS. Let's go back, and those are the audio setups and then language setups, which you pretty much get on the Android as well. Now let's quickly go ahead and start or resume the game, for example. And I'm gonna come back to the iOS. I'm gonna show you the Android version first because it's just came in recently. Now note that the San Andreas here is redesigned and was launched in December, and it looks exactly the same as your desktop platforms like PC or console. The graphic is amazingly sharp and it's totally desktop grade. This game is not optimized for mobile, where you have less complex graphics and where you have smaller characters and stuff. They look exactly the same that on a desktop platform. You can see all the characters and stuff, so that's a movie going on. Absolutely no frame loss, of course, thanks to my Note 3's huge power. You can skip it off with this, and I'm gonna just play just a bit. So those are the classic controls out there which you can move, of course, and then you can make it round just by touching this part that you can see. Then you can also change this from here, much like on the desktop platform. So that's one thing I really liked about this game. It did not compromise on the graphic quality at all, and overall gameplay experience. See, I can go ahead with this, you can come back, and then it's amazingly smooth. There you see the CarPlay, the gameplay, everything, although I find it a little difficult to drive a car in GTA anyway. So, and the impacts are also quite nice. See, absolutely smooth, there's no problem whatsoever. Nice animation, you see. Absolutely smooth. So I'm gonna, you see, nice animation is all those stuff. So I'm gonna put this to rest for a bit, and I'm gonna show you the iOS part, which is, of course, you expect it to be smooth, and I'm surprised that it's almost as smooth as the Android, if not smoother. Go back and pause this, and there we go. You see again, very smooth, but you come to expect that from an iOS device. You can of course hack a car. Now there's one difference in experience I found here. I found it that it's not because of the tablet, but I found controlling the car here much easier and smoother. You can see, not I'm intentionally breaking the stuff to show you the graphics and the animations here. Yeah. But I found that the cars respond to the control, specifically this classic, this left button control, much better and smoother than on my Android. I haven't checked it on an Android tablet, so I cannot exactly compare an apple to an apple, but Note 3 pretty much qualify as a mini tablet, so that's part in iOS it's much better. Yeah. If I want to drive smooth, then I can drive smooth also. It's very easy. Yeah. So, but then overall it's quite smooth on both the platforms. You can go to your maps from here, tap it again to go to maps. Same thing with the Android as well. Yeah. And you can set anything as your target, just like you've done on your desktop platform. You can go and check out your statistics right here, or the briefings. Yeah. And then you can start a new game. Almost the same thing with here also. You can see stats, brief. So the game is of the same length. You have almost all the experience, and looking at the map you can see now the same experience that you had on the desktop. The same activities, for example, it can go to the gym and build its muscle. You need to eat, and then you can also shave, you can make new hairstyles, you can even have sex here, and then you know your firearms and all those stuff. Now I just want to show you a bit of firearm. Even while on a car chase or a shootout, I find the iOS controls, at least the car movement controls, much easier than that of Android. Although I cannot be the best judge because I'm not a very smooth player of GTA. I'm not very well versed, but I find moving out of the car much easier on my iPad, and that's not to do with the bigger screen. So I can also get out, and I can have some fun here as well. I can change it to, let's say, club. So all those stuffs, controlling human is much easier than the car, but still it's even smoother on an iOS actually. Yeah. But overall the experience are very similar on the iOS and the Android, which are incidentally and much to our delight very similar to that of the desktop platforms, and we really love playing GTA San Andreas on both the platforms. And if you're like really into this game and much more efficient than me, you would really love playing it on either of the devices. Thank you.